we are back on the scene for another dive. Another day, another dive. Yeah, we're back down the east coast, having a little dive today. Only problem is it's fairly misty today, as you can see. Very misty. This is not really ideal conditions to be diving by yourself. Luckily, I consider myself extremely experienced out here, and I know the coastline. I know where I can and cannot get out. We got an amazing forecast. It's absolutely flat out there, but there is a little bit of a breeze. So I do know this is about 11:30 in the morning just now, so this should burn off by this afternoon, and it shouldn't get any thicker, at least that's the hope. So the other trick that I also have is I've got my Sunto computer. It does have a compass built into it, so from this I can take a reading, knowing that is north. Swimming straight out to sea is north, and obviously swimming back to the coast is south. And so we'll keep this into mind when we're out there, so I don't get lost in the mist. I have dived in very misty conditions before, and it's absolutely awful. It's the last thing you want to do is getting caught in mist. It's purgatory. You don't know where you're going big circles, and I can hear there's a boat out there as well. So I mean, like the big thing is basically boats not being able to see you, or you not being able to see them, and that's not good. You don't want to getting run over by a boat out there. Having an accident out here is not optimal. So we're gonna have a nice safe dive, look for some nice big pollock, hopefully score some big pollock. This is a very secluded spot, very secretive. Very secretive about where I am, but I'm somewhere on the east coast of Scotland, and to be honest, you could probably get in anywhere today and you're gonna get some big pollock. So fingers crossed we get something like that, or maybe a nice lobster. Anyways, let's get up and let's get in the water. So just one more thing for today. I'm running my normal mask, obviously. You don't be using mirrored lenses in this kind of weather. I've got my 2 Rob Allens. Always have a backup gun here. Nice big fins. And then we got to crawl over this reef over here. Luckily I've got that little bit of reef over there, just kind of protecting a little bit of swell that's out there. It's quite a good spot this to kind of get up, and we'll just swim over this and then we'll be out. But the conditions are looking amazing, so yeah, hopefully this mist clear up. Really hope this mist will clear up, because it will give us much better visibility as well. So anyways, let's get in the water. All right, time to lock and load. Let's dive. First dive on the shallow reef, and we got Mr. Lobster just cruising around there. It's not a bad way to start the day, but as soon as I got to the surface I realized he's not as big as I thought, so I'm just checking him out, and I think we'll send him on his way again, you know. It's always nice to see these guys. Oh, and he got hold of me as well. Gotta watch out for those nippers. As you can see, the fog started clearing off, and it wasn't long until I was sort of on the edge of the reef and I could do some proper dives, and I managed to locate this big shoal of pollock. There's a couple of goldfish in amongst them as well, and it's always a good sign to see these guys. They're not very big, but you know, the big fish are normally not far behind them. There's always a couple of big ones cruising around these shoals opportunistically, you know, and it's always nice just to check them out. And you can see the conditions improved dramatically, and it was very nice. The visibility was great. Just a little bit later, see that big old pollock swimming out from underneath me. This is a nice big deep dive, and yeah, the big guy was just sitting right underneath me. Beautiful conditions. Sun was shining bright, and I was just sort of hanging between the seaweed, and I knew that big pollock was going to come back on me again. It's just a matter of waiting for it and be calm and focusing your breath hold, and then spook any other fish, and don't take pot shots at wrasse or get distracted. Just stay calm and be ready. It's just sort of a bit of a waiting game. And wouldn't you know it, sort of from my right hand there is Mr. Pollock. He just sort of came in to check me out, and from here it's just a matter of being very quiet and calm and taking a nice aim at this. Pollock presenting himself so easy. Yeah, super dive, super nice to be able to take a fish like that. Such a beautiful day. You see that big old fog bank sitting out there. Yeah, it's a nice pollock. Nice shot right on the middle of the body, right behind the gill. So after that dive, I got a little bit more confident and swapped the guns out. I got my big Rob Allen Timberline gun out. I saw this another nice pollock coming in on me, and for a second there I thought, got a little bit cocky. I thought I'd check behind me if there was maybe a bigger one in the area, but nothing there. And with a cook move, left a safety on again. No problem for the big Rob Allen. Yeah, got the reach in this in these conditions. So yeah, another good shot. Body center mass shot. And here I am just stringing all my fish up again. Lovely pollock. But as you'll notice, there's something going on with the water. All of a sudden there's a bit of a bump, and it was like 5 minutes later I noticed I was in a big rip going up the coast, and conditions just completely changed with our onshore wind, and I decided to call it a day. Take the deband the guns, and that's what's so nice about the Banks board, is you can load everything onto the Banks board, get all your fish out of the water, and just make it safe back to shore. Now by this stage I've swum quite a bit. I've got to swim back down the coast, and yeah, it took me a while. It was a bit of a struggle session to get back to shore, to be honest. Yeah, look at the wind blowing now. Jesus, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look at that mist on the other side. I'm almost out of battery, so I don't know how much I can film, but you know, it just shows you how fast like conditions can change. I mean, when I got in, there was no wind, and it was like absolutely glassy, and then as soon as the sun came out, this onshore started, and there's even a bit of a swell in the water as well, and it's mad. I got to the other side and I could just feel myself getting dragged down the coast by a big current, the rip current, and then I could also see the fog starting to roll in. Just look at that fog. This is my fish. How's that? Proper.